The next tab that's provided by EmergiTrack is the Incidents tab. The Incidents tab, let me digress for just a second. EmergiTrack was originally built to be a marketing support software. It was something that I saw as a marketing director that needed to exist just out of necessity for how many people or how many contacts our companies like ours need or have. So it really did. It started out as a marketing support software, but has grown by leaps and bounds since then. I've been obviously researching on the web about what other ambulance companies need and want. I have many different friends in different ambulance companies across the U.S. Who have given their input, requests for features, all those things have really grown EmergiTrack into something that's much different from, not much different, but much bigger than a marketing support system. The incident reporting side of things, and let me say now that EmergiTrack is designed for every single employee in your company to use. Depending on what their permissions are, they may be able to see all these tabs appear, or they may only be able to see one or two or whatever you allow them to see. For example, say that you have a regular field EMT basic, right? Well, they don't need the charts, they don't need the alerts, they don't need the facilities tabs, right? But you'll want them probably to have the incidents tab, you'll want them to have the quality tab, you'll want them to have the access to the company calendar, and you'll probably want them to have access to the resources as well. Somebody in dispatch, well, you might also want them to have incidents and quality and calendar and resources, but in addition they may have fleet as well, so they can enter mileage or whatnot. These are all things that you can configure on a user by user basis. When you add the user, you determine what they are and what they are not allowed to see. And so we'll go ahead and hit the incidents. Incidents are basically anything inside your company that needs to be resolved. It can be a complaint from a facility, it can be a broken headlight on a truck, it can be I don't know, slippery floor, or something needs to be painted, or a radio's not working, or a pulse ox adapter's not working, or basically anything that one person would need to tell somebody else to fix. That would be an incident. So what we can do inside this system is one user, this EMT basic out in the field who has a non-functioning pulse ox adapter, can enter in an incident and assign it to someone else in the company. Now, like I said, this is a demo system, and there's not very many users in here, but we can go through here and we can create a new incident. And the first thing we want to do really is kind of decide, well, what kind of incident is this going to be? Is it a facility incident? Is it a safety concern? A human resources incident? General incident? Chart review? We'll say that this is going to be a facility incident, and we'll say that this happened at White Pines Nursing Home. Now you'll notice the page refreshed after I picked White Pines Nursing Home. That's because the next box got populated with all the callers from White Pines. Now I hope, or I want you to see here the power of this. If you have 100 field staff out there every day working, and you have an incident, or one of them has an incident every month that they have to put in there and somebody needs resolved, well, what happens when it's not one of these callers? It's not Angela and it's not Jack that complained at White Acres or White Pines. It was Cynthia, and we didn't put Cynthia in yet. Well, you can add a new caller. The field staff can add the new caller. So they'll click Add New Caller. They'll be provided the same form you were provided when we went through this before, and they'll be able to insert this new caller into the system. Now you have just made it possible for your 100 field staff to operate and help your marketing department in gathering intel about facilities. Right? You have 100 people out there now recording information. So that's really pretty powerful there. So we'll say that this was Jack that complained, and now we're going to assign this to somebody for resolution. if I'm the marketing director, and obviously right now I'm logged in as demo user, right? But I'm the marketing director, and this marketing associate is out there in the field, and they get the complaint from Jack. The marketing associate needs to assign this to somebody to fix. Now, if this was a truck issue, it wouldn't go to the marketing department, right? If the truck was broken, it would go to operations. But since this is a complaint, and it does have to do with my department, then basically the marketing associate would assign this to somebody else in the company, and they're going to assign it to me. And they'll assign it to me, and they'll say what the date of the incident is, the time of the incident. We'll say it happened at 10:12. And we'll say that Jack was very upset that we were 40 minutes late to a dialysis pickup. He wants someone in management to call him. Right? And then we'll go ahead and hit submit and enter in this ticket. Okay, as you can see, it says incident number 2 has been entered in the database. Now, obviously, again, this is going to be all demo data, of course. So there's only 2 incidents in this. But it'll tell you incident 2 has been inserted in the database, and a text message and an email has been sent to 915-208-3606, which happens to be my phone number. So what I should get in the next few minutes is a